Christmas 1986 was a major turning point. Desert Orchid, an enthusiastic, bold jumping performer, tackled 3 miles for the first time in no less a contest than the King George VI Chase. On seemingly unsuitable soft ground, his regular rider Colin Brown reluctantly deserted him to ride stablemate Coombs Ditch, runner-up in the race the previous 2 years. Dessie started at 16 to 1 and completely belied his odds in the hands of Simon Sherwood. It was some spare ride, giving a magical exhibition of relentless high-geared galloping and rhythmic spring-heel jumping, qualities which were to become his very own hallmarks. Dessie ran his rivals ragged.
It's Desert Orchid and Simon Sherwood look round to see who the chasers are, and the chaser is the top chaser in the country. It's Forgive and Forget. They've got 3 to jump. It's Desert Orchid, Forgive and Forget. Then comes Dorlatch, followed by Burland's Cross and Coombs Ditch, and Wayward Lad won't be winning, but Desert Orchid is in the clear lead as it comes down towards the second last. It's Desert Orchid over safely from Forgive and Forget, the top chaser in the country, held in second place. Dorlatch is third, Burnham's Cross 4, Coombs Ditch is being pulled up, but it's his stable companion Desert Orchid who's clear as they come down towards the 19th and final fence in this King George VI ranked steeplechase. At the last, Desert Orchid jumps it well. Desert Orchid clear from Forgive and Forget and Dorlatch as they race up towards the line. It's Desert Orchid for an amazing pillar-to-post win in this top-class chase. Desert Orchid comes home well clear, and at the post, Desert Orchid is the winner.
It was the start of something big, something special, something worthy of the King George, a launch pad to what was to come. Okay, so the following year he came unstuck, Evans' favourite. He was given no peace up front by the likes of Bow Ranger and Cybrandian, and in the end, having shot his bolt early in the home straight, was only gifted second place when Forgive and Forget fell at the last, leaving the 25 to 1 shot Nupsala to win as he liked by 15 lengths. But that was merely a blip. Desert Orchid and Kempton Park went together like a dovetail joint. Savour, if you will, the following 3 years and his magical King George moments. Win number 2 in 1988 came at the main expense of his old rival Kildimo.
And it's Desert Orchid from Vocatini and Kildimo is now pulled to challenge, and Charter Party is closing in 4 again. And we have a real race on here as they come down towards the third last. And Desert Orchid being taken by Vocatini and Kildimo on the outside, but Desert Orchid, the grey, finds more as they come down towards the second last. It's Desert Orchid in the lead, and a spectacular jump by Desert Orchid, but Vocatini and Kildimo will not be denied. The other 2 are out of it, and it's Desert Orchid who finds more as they come down towards the final fence, but Kildimo is pressing hard on the stand side. They come down towards the final fence, and Desert Orchid handles it from Kildimo in second, Vocatini back in third, and Desert Orchid for the roars in the crowd goes 2 clear of brave Kildimo as they come up towards the line. Desert Orchid wins. Desert Orchid wins a King George VI ranked chase.
While in '89, it was his stablemate Barnbrook again who chased him home, admittedly at the respectful distance of 8 lengths after Dessie, the odds-on favourite, had produced a breathtaking display of jumping over the final 3 fences.
They've got 3 to jump, and it's Desert Orchid who comes down towards this, the third last, comes to it, a good jump from Bob Tisdale and Barnbrook again, and Norton's Coin and Yahoo looking 1 pace now as they come down towards the second last, and Desert Orchid comes to it, and he meets it well, 3 clear of Barnbrook again and Bob Tisdale, and he's got 1 to jump as Desert Orchid in this King George VI and ranked steeplechase. 1 more to jump for Desert Orchid, and the crowd is starting to come alight, but Barnbrook again is challenging in second. They're at the last, and Desert Orchid takes it from Barnbrook again in second place as they race up towards the line. It's Racing's own Rolls Royce, Desert Orchid, the silver shadow going well clear of Barnbrook again, and Desert Orchid wins it for a 3rd time.
3 King George triumphs, of course, enabled Desert Orchid to equal Wayward Lad's record in the race. 12 months on, and that record was Dessie's alone. It was a vintage performance from a horse who, by then remember, was 11 years old.
and it's Desert Orchid. He's got his ears pricked. He's been here before, a record 4th win in the King George. He's gone clear by 5. They've got 3 to jump. Desert Orchid, oh, what a leap! Toby Tobias in second, the fellow is 3rd, and he's got 2 to jump, and it's Desert Orchid clear by 8. He's got the race won now, 2 to jump. Desert Orchid comes to it. He's been here before, and it's Desert Orchid clear by 10. He's pushed out, but don't worry, nothing's getting closer. Toby Tobias is in second. The crowd's going absolutely wild. They've got 1 to jump, and it's Desert Orchid. He comes to take it, and he's jumped it brilliantly. This was his race. Desert Orchid, watch history being made. Rolls of applause. The King's in his counting house. Desert Orchid's blooming. He's been here before. Desert Orchid the winner. Marvellous!
The reception he received that day, and on so many other occasions, was befitting of the king he'd become. It's easy to see why. Who could ever forget his gut-wrenching effort to win the Whitbread Gold Cup in 1988, when, little more than a fortnight after beating Kildimo in the Chivas Regal Cup at Aintree, he confirmed his superiority after a thrilling duel in which he simply refused to be denied. It was stirring, heartwarming stuff.
And Simon Sherwood really going for his horse now. Desert Orchid and Kildimo, the 2 leaders, as they go for the last in the Whitbread, and it's Kildimo beginning to get the advantage over Desert Orchid. Strands of Gold is in 3rd, these 3 clear of Proud Pilgrim. At the last, Desert Orchid and Kildimo, and Desert Orchid landed the better. Desert Orchid getting the advantage over Kildimo. Strands of Gold is 3rd, these 3 are clear, and it's Desert Orchid! Desert Orchid from Kildimo. Desert Orchid wins the Whitbread.